Hey, what's up, everyone? Nick here. I'm just going to skip all the small talk and jump straight into the good stuff. If you're serious about attracting high paying AI automation clients on a monthly retainer, think 4 or even 5 figures, then listen up. You might be telling yourself that's not possible, or at least be curious how the hell anyone could do that. I've taken over 150 sales calls and closed dozens of deals in the past year from running my AI agency. So please trust me for just the next few minutes, and I will be breaking down exactly how I structure my calls from that first touch point all the way to, sealing that deal. So here's the big principle. When you tie your AI solution directly to the ROI that your client obsesses over, like slashing overhead or boosting revenue, then selling isn't really selling anymore. The client, they are going to see the upside, and basically that does the job of convincing themselves that they actually need you. There is no Jedi mind trick here. It's literally all about how you plan, how you guide, and how you actually deliver those conversations. But now I'm going to be breaking it down step by step. So you might recognize bits of common sales frameworks here or there, but I've adjusted them for the AI automation space because, let's be real that launching advanced solutions in a live business environment, it comes with its own challenges, as you're more than likely aware. So I'll just drop some personal examples so that all of this that I'm about to say, it's not just theory. So by the time that we are done here, you will have a foolproof process for running your discovery calls that can consistently bring in high ticket clients who value and will be paying top dollar for your expertise. But first, just shift your mindset so that you're a partner in transformation, not just a tech person. So here's a really quick example. I was on a call with an owner of an e-commerce business recently. They only knew that they wanted chatbots. There was nothing specific. They just knew the hype word. So if I had pitched a basic chatbot install for like a one-off fee, I would have missed a massive opportunity. So instead, I played the role of, like a strategic partner. I asked about their entire funnel, their profit margins, where they were losing time or money. And, of course, it turns out the real nightmare was handling the back-end logistics and the late shipments, unhappy customers, hours lost every single week. So from here, I proposed a more comprehensive solution, and I basically priced this just way higher than a simple chatbot package, and I closed the deal. So the takeaway here is don't offer just a lonely tool. You want to offer a transformation. And business owners, they will pay a premium for solutions that actually cut down their headaches and drive serious revenue. And the biggest thing is, like, when I was positioning myself as a strategic partner, they were seeing, like, when I was asking the questions like, okay, what are your profit margins? And really like uncovering where they are bleeding, they see that you're interested in the success of their business, and then you're interested in actually solving the problem for them. But now let's just talk about preparing for this call. So let's skip all the guesswork. I get it. Sometimes you just want to hop on a Zoom call and just wing it. But when you don't do a little bit of homework, you are forfeiting pretty crucial details that help you stand out and, more importantly, help you quote confidently. So here's what I recommend. Spend at least 15 minutes checking them out. Just skim their site, scan their LinkedIn to see if they talk about, any growth hurdles or anything that just suggests that they need help. You could glance at customer complaints on their social media. It's pure gold if you're aiming to automate their issues. So most consultants, they do ignore this. They sound generic in the meeting because they are clueless about the prospect's real life situation. If you want to charge a premium, you have got to show up prepared. Also want to draft possible value propositions. So you don't need a really flashy pitch deck. Just outline a few bullet points where you think your solutions might help them. Maybe they're manually emailing everyone who hits the contact us form, or maybe they're dealing with a messy return process on their store. So just jot those ideas down so that you're not really shooting from the hip during these calls. Now I want to get into the opening of the call. So here's where you want to lead with confidence and curiosity. So let's say that you are both on this meeting. Well, this is your moment to show them that you are actually a professional without coming off like you were reading from a script. So you might say things like, hey, I appreciate you jumping on this call. I've got some initial ideas about automation for some of your processes, but I would really like to hear where you feel the biggest pinches for your business right now. So, the key moves here are just acknowledging their time, making it about them first, and slowly remind them that you have this expertise in AI and automation. So you've done your research, but you still want them to actually open up so that you can confirm what you think you know. And often you'll just find that you'll discover extra pain points that you hadn't even considered before. So next, I want to talk about uncovering their goals and their pain. like an actual professional. So this is where you're going to be digging deeper. So ask some focused, detailed questions. So things like, where are you leaking money? Maybe which tasks suck up your time? One of my favorites is if you could magically automate one tedious task, what would it be? Or where does your workflow really bog you down or your team the most? So just walk me through your entire process from a new lead or your customers all the way to delivery fulfillment. If they're vague, just help them out with some of these prompts. Like, are you seeking a pattern in support tickets? Maybe like the same shipping or refund questions over and over. And the more details that you unearth, the more accurate and, of course, valuable your solutions can be to them. But now I want to explain why ROI focused solutions practically sell themselves. So by now, you know where they are bleeding time or money. So now we can link that to a tangible dollar figure or hours. So for instance, if we say like we spent 10 hours on admin, just translate those to 10 hours in lost leads or lost revenue. So you want them to see your automation not as a cost, but as a path to making more money. So you could say something like, if you're missing even $500 to $1,000 a month from lost leads, that is $6,000 to $12,000 a year that we could potentially recover through a better AI system. So you see how that feels more like an investment rather than an expense to them. From here, you could paint the future. So short-term wins versus long-term transformation. I mean, everyone loves instant gratification. Just really emphasize something that they see almost immediately, like responding to leads automatically or cutting repetitive tasks in half. Then you could talk about the 6-month vision. So imagine having not just for support, but also for billing and reminders, giving your time to focus on new product lines or strategic partnerships. And I mean, this is the real value to them, freeing them up for what truly grows the business. After that, you can give them a reality check. This is the real value to them, freeing them up for what truly grows the business. Now, after that, you'll want to give them a reality check. So here's where you will manage expectations. So hype is great, but if you just keep promising the moon, you are going to have a pretty rough time later. So tell them up front, look, setting up a robust AI system doesn't happen overnight. So if you're game, we can automate lead follow-ups in just a couple of weeks, but integrating everything like the support, billing, and more, it does take time. But the plus side is that you will start seeing returns on individual pieces pretty much right away. Businesses love hearing that there's a gradual rollout with immediate wins rather than just waiting months to see any sort of results. That sucks. From there, it's going to be showtime. Next up, it's going to be about presenting your high ticket offer. So this is where people often choke from what I found. Don't be that person. Keep it cool, focus on the ROI, and trust that all your groundwork has set the stage. So first off, recap their key pain points. So things like you're facing challenges, whatever they may be, but you're aiming for this end goal, right? So they will confirm, and it keeps the conversation laser focused. Now, step 2, outline a strategy. So don't rattle off every technical detail, just the big moves. So something like, I've designed an AI lead system that can automatically segment incoming leads and trigger your follow-ups. Then an automated support workflow for your busy inbox that you have. And later on, an integration to handle invoicing and reminders. For step 3, this is where you will want to name the price and confidently. So you could say like, I see this as a monthly engagement in the $5,000 to $7,000 range for setup, continuous optimization, and support. So my team and I, we will handle everything end to end. From here, just shut up, zip it up, literally just stop talking for just a second. Let them digest all that information that you just sent over to them. So don't flinch or jump to discounting. Next up, you will want to reinforce the return on investment that they will be getting. So hypothetically, you'll say, even if we recapture just a fraction of those lost leads or automate half of your support, you will see a solid monthly return that is going to cover the retainer and then some. So if they have any disputes, you can propose some sort of phased rollout or maybe a smaller pilot. But a lot of the time, if you have nailed the discovery and shown them the money that they are missing, they're going to be excited. I promise you that. Now, lastly, just lock it in. This is the next steps in the follow-up. So don't just wrap the call with a vague, okay, thanks, bye. Instead, just give them a clear path. So say like, I will map out a quick plan with timelines and deliverables. Maybe can we schedule a 15-minute follow-up next Tuesday to go over it? If they agree, you send a calendar invite right away. If they need more time, find out how much exactly. So really just own the follow-up so that your prospect doesn't really drift off into the void. Now, here's my final thoughts. I wasn't always smooth on sales calls. I mean, I've constantly messed up. I've been undercharged and really forgotten to tie some of my solutions to actual returns. But each mistake has pushed me to refine this system. And now it's literally the backbone of how I pitch and how I land these high ticket projects. And I'm fully confident that you can do the same. So if you just put these steps into practice, I promise you will see the results. And that's really it for me today. So, I mean, hopefully you found some value in this. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content like this. And, just drop in the comments if you found it useful. So anyways, go close those big deals out there. Again, I really appreciate you guys. If you did, stick around. But in any case, I will see you in the next video.